This is Container Gardening 101, Small Pot Edition. I consider a small pot 8 inches or less in diameter. You measure it from the top right here. So these are about 6.5 inches in size. The first thing you want to consider when small container gardening is the plant size. How big will your plant get? These are little dwarf kimono slocias that only get about 4 to 6 inches tall, so that's perfect for a dwarf pot. Unless you want to transplant plants later, you don't want to pick too big of a plant for your small pot. It's just going to get root bound really quickly and it's not going to be happy in its small pot. So pick plants that only get about 4 to 6 inches tall. For 6-inch containers, you can get a little bit bigger ones for 8-inch pots. Number 2 is watering. Since these pots are pretty small, they don't have a lot of soil in the container. And when there's not a lot of soil, that means there's not a lot of moisture to hold in the soil. So we're going to have to water a little bit more frequently than our bigger pots. And with any container, make sure that there's a drainage hole so that the excess water can drain away. Check on them at least twice a day in the summertime just to make sure that they're happy. And because we're watering more, the fertilizer in the pot is going to run out a little bit quicker, so make sure you fertilize these just a little bit more than your other pots. I always pick plants that are really heat hardy in pots just because the sun will bake the root zone and these plants need to handle a lot of heat. My summer go-tos are always dwarf lisianthus and celosia. These are some ornamental peppers that will have blooming and fruiting by the fall. We'll also have more calibrachoa and celosias for the fall potting bench. Small pots just add such a beautiful charm to your garden, and they're definitely worth the amount of effort you put into them. So pretty, so pretty. I love how this layered effect adds so much dimension to the garden.